I'm gonna tell y'all, when I unlocked the door, she was setting a whole plan up so that we could rob some guys for their weed. What's up, guys? So it's your girl. So guys, we're gonna be talking about the time where I literally was like addicted to drugs. Okay, 2016. And the friends and stuff that was around, I ended up introducing myself to them. We ended up going to the same school. I ended up getting into the same classroom with some of them. And then we started hanging out. And they would be like, do you smoke? Do you smoke? I keep on telling them, no, I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all. They'll be like, you should just try it. You should just try it. And I'm like, no, I don't want nothing from none of y'all mouths. All of y'all mouths are dirty. I don't want none of that. 2017 came, and then we ended up moving to a neighborhood that was quite good. Then I'm going to a different school. My best friend from second grade, she was there and up to me. It was like, best friend. And then we gave each other a hug and whatnot. And then she would tell me how she smokes. And I had a tall friend. Her name, I ain't gonna say her name, but she was tall. And she was telling me how like she smokes and they go over to her house and they smoke and everything. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then she asked me, did I said, did lie around that time? And I said that I smoked before with somebody that I never smoked with. I'm gonna just say her name is Kelly, okay? The girl that she introduced me to me. I wasn't feeling her vibe at all. I was not feeling her at all. First of all, she just looked like she was up to no good. And no, it wasn't because of her appearance. I felt it. That must have been the Holy Spirit. Okay? It was the Holy Spirit, trying to warn me. But yeah, all three of us ended up having the same class together. Bruh. The same class. I'm over here like, we gonna stay in the same class together and make sure we do our work and do everything. Next thing you know, a week goes by, I don't see these girls in school at all. Then this boy came up to me and he was like, oh, you should be careful for them to, I'm gonna call her JJ. He was like, be careful for Kelly and JJ. They up to no good. All they do is smoke weed. And they leave the classroom every time around this period. Sometimes they don't even come to school. I said, yeah, they haven't been here for like a week. He was like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Be careful for them. They'll act like they're your friends. And they really just want either money out of you. And make sure you be careful for your phone and stuff because they steal phones. I said, now, I know you lying. My best friend is not gonna do that. He said, I'm telling you, just be careful because I know y'all been best friends for a long time, but you haven't seen her in years. And she go crazy. And I'm like, what you mean she go crazy? He's like, she's like a maniac now. And I'm like, oh gosh. But I just wasn't believing him. Then afterwards, they finally come to school like within that next week, and we're in the cafeteria all together, and Kelly told JJ to steal a phone out of this boy's pocket. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are y'all doing? Leave that boy alone. That's his phone. Then JJ goes and take the phone out of his pocket. He didn't feel that she took the phone out of his pocket at all. Then he told her to give her the phone. Then JJ said no. And Kelly started arguing with her. Then they both started arguing back and forth. And I'm like, yo, what is wrong with y'all? Give that boy back his phone. Why y'all stealing phones? They was like, do you steal? I said, yeah, I be stealing sometimes, but I'm not stealing out of nobody's pocket. Like, I'm not doing that. But I was wondering why the girl was acting like she was cool with it and stuff like that. That was back then, okay? Back then, your girl was saved. But then JJ got mad and she told me to leave out with her. And then she started talking mad junk about Kelly. And then JJ ended up going to her classroom. Then I bumped into Kelly. Then Kelly goes, oh, she's so retarded. I don't know why she just didn't give me the phone. She was supposed to give me the phone. That was all my plan. I was the one that told her to get it. I was like, wait, why are you so mad? Why would y'all even steal out of that boy's pocket? What if somebody just do that to y'all? Y'all would be upset if somebody take your phone right out of your pocket and then y'all don't know where your phone is. And so then afterwards, we ended up going to our period of class that we had together. And then we go in there. AJ came in late. Then Kelly got up and left as soon as she seen JJ come in. Then at that, Kelly came back inside the classroom. JJ was telling me that she gave the boy the phone back because she felt like it just wasn't right. After Kelly came back in the classroom, JJ left. She went to go and talk to a boy. Kelly started telling me that be careful for her because she's sneaky. She be acting so different in front of you. I don't even know who she is. When she's around you, she just acts totally different. She acts like she's scared and like she's shy, and she acts so different when she's around you. I don't get why she's doing that. And then afterwards I said, well, she just told me that she gave the phone back to the guy. She looked at me like girl, you really think she gave? Said, I don't know, like, did she not? Like, did you see her? Like, she said, did you see her? I said, no, I don't believe neither one of y'all, if y'all want me to be honest. And she got offended. Said, don't believe nothing she say. I guarantee you, watch she show up with a phone the next day and watch it be that same exact phone. Said, okay, whatever you say. So the next day comes, this girl shows up with that same exact phone. And I said, where you get that phone from? I thought you told me that you gave it back to the boy. She said, I'd give it back to him, but then I ended up finding the same phone, but not the same one as him. I said, girl, that looks like the same exact phone you just stole from that boy's pocket. She was like, no, I found this one. I said, girl, why are you sitting here lying in my face? And the proof is in the pudding. Like, I don't get you. Then afterwards, Kelly ended up showing up and she was like, I know you got that guy phone still. Let me see it. I said, she just told me that she found another phone. Long story short, it's now the end of the school year. He just kept on pressuring me and telling me, come chill with us, this and And I'm like, okay, whatever. And for some reason, we couldn't find Kelly. And we're in JJ. We're just looking for her everywhere. We don't see her at all. Next year of school, we ended up linking up together and we all went over there to her house. And they was like, oh, we're about to smoke. Are you going to smoke with us? I said, I mean, I'll try it. And oh, how she's going to invite guys over so that they could spark with us. And I said, is there going to be a lot of guys here? Because I don't want no guys in my face. This friend is getting tired. And I'm like, girl, you want to just go to my house? Like, can we just leave? I don't feel comfortable here. This is weird. The problem was she kept on saying she's inviting guys over. And I don't invite guys over to my house. So why in the world would she think I'm comfortable with another guy coming over here? So I'm all like, this her house and I'm trying to leave. So I'm whispering to my best friend, me and her talking in each other's ear. Soon as Kelly leave out the room, me and JJ talking, and we're like, yo, let's just leave. Let's leave right now. We can go straight to your house. I said, okay, all right, let's go. Then she came right back in the room. As soon as we said we about to get up and leave, she went to go take a shower. Came back in the room and she was like, yo, the guy's at the door right now with the bud. I said, oh my gosh. I said that in my head though. At that time, I was excited to smoke. I was so excited to do it for my first time. And I just wanted to see what it felt like. And I was curious because they hyped it up so much. Still in the room, the guy comes, he gives us an L. And I'm just remembering what my father told me. He said, don't never take no drug from nobody unless you see them roll it. So he came in with a blunt already rolled. I said, I'm not smoking that. And then he got offended and whispered to Kelly. And I said, is he going to stay here? She said, no, he just gonna spark us up and then I'm gonna kick that NIGGA out. And I'm like, okay. So then after, I was like, yo, I just want to smoke and leave. Like, that's it. I just want to smoke and then just leave. And then she was like, yo, y'all gonna stay longer? Because then I'm going to get more bud after. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to play one of these NIGGAs and then leave. And then I'm going to tell y'all when to unlock the door. She was setting the whole plan up so that we could rob some guys for their weed. And she rolled up the blunt. And the way she was rolling it, I was watching her because, you know, my father first told me. And then I'm like, ew, that's how you roll a blunt? It's like you're smoking somebody else's saliva. He started laughing. And I'm like, what's funny? I'm being so serious. Like, lit the blunt. And then we started smoking. I wasn't coughing like crazy or anything like that. And they asked me, are you good? Because I wasn't coughing. It was like, yo, are you sure this your first time smoking? I said, yeah. They was like, yo, how come you not coughing? I feel like you lying. I said, I'm not lying. This is really my first time. What do I need a cough for? They was like, because usually people that smoke, even people that still smoke around this time, they start coughing a lot. I said, I'm different. I don't know what to tell you. He ended up stealing from some guy. And then my best friend stole the guy's weed. And Kelly stole his money. And they didn't tell me until they went to the store and got snacks and stuff. And I'm like, did y'all really do that? And I'm over here high. So I'm laughing. I'm laughing like crazy. We're all laughing. We're all giggly. And I'm like, yo, why does this make me laugh so much? Then they started laughing. And I'm like, what is so funny? I'm being so... And then I started laughing. And then we just keep on laughing and laughing. We going upstairs laughing. And then I said, yo, can we come over again? She started laughing. And I was like, wait, I'm being serious. I want to smoke again. She was like, I know. That's some fire, right? I said, no, I just want to smoke again. Like, like, I don't know what you talking about, some fire. I just want to smoke again. Like, minutes go by. I'm like, yo, I don't feel high no more. She was like, yeah, because it wears down. I said, what? She said, yes, it wears down. I said, wait, what? She said the weed, when you smoke it, it wears down. Then you smoke another one. I said, what is the point of smoking it overall? Like, it's no point then. She goes, because it makes you feel good for a feeling. And then you could just chill and relax for a few minutes. I said, I'm already chilled and relaxed myself. I don't understand the point. Like, Morish, how did you feel? I said, I felt okay. All I did was just laugh. Like, I kept laughing, like, for no reason. Started laughing. She was like, okay, you want to smoke again? I said, okay. So we smoke again. And then I woke my best friend up. She, like, as soon as she woke up, she went straight in the kitchen to go and find something to eat. Then I ended up coming out there, and she's right on the couch, sleeping again. So I'm whispering to her, and I'm like, yo, we just smoked again, and now I just feel dizzy. I was like, yo, I don't like this. This is just stupid. She was like, yeah, yo, I'm telling you, don't be around her and stuff. She gonna get you like to like a pothead like she is. I said, girl, can't nobody turn me into no pothead. I don't even like the weed. Like I feel like it's pointless to smoke. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And then she's like, oh, can we leave now? I said, yeah, like, let's go right now. Then Kelly came out the room. And then she's like, yo, are y'all about to leave now? I got another L. I just finished rolling it. If y'all want to smoke it again. I said, I'm good. Your girl turned into a pothead. Like, it got to the point where 2017 came. I was over her house every single day. I skipped school every single day. It's to the point where I stayed at her house for almost like 3 weeks. And my mom was pissed off. My dad, he had to pull up on me because they called my mom. My school called my mom and said, yeah, your daughter's in school. She comes to school. Because I was coming to school, but I was still like staying at her house because I didn't want my mom to see me high all the time. Because I know that I was just gonna keep on going to her house, smoking and smoking and smoking. I knew it, but the times were where my best friend, she ended up not coming to school at all. She ended up going out of state for a while. So I just kept on being with her. I stayed with her for a long time. Year came, I got into that other school. The weed was everywhere. The weed was everywhere. Like, oh my gosh. It was in the school. It was on the corner. It was on the block. It was here. It was there. I ended up meeting this girl. She smoked like crazy. The job at Macy's, then we moved to a different house, and then I was getting my own weed, and I just kept on smoking. I couldn't even eat. It got to the point where I couldn't even eat until I smoked. I couldn't go nowhere until I smoked, and I was like, yo, like, this is getting out of hand. I don't understand. Why do I keep on wanting to smoke so bad? And then every time I smoked, I had negative thoughts. My job no more, and I started stealing. There was someone around me that was a plug, and I was like this with it. I didn't have money at that time, and it got to the point where I started going in his house, sneaking in the back door, stealing the weed. Then I seen that he had stacks of money. Then where I just started stealing from him, and I kept on stealing the money. I stole like $100 of bills, and then thinking a lot of stuff in my head. So then it got to the point where, testify that later. I'll testify that part later. But it got to the point where I kept on stealing and stealing from the plug that, the plug. I started stealing from the plug, and it was really, really bad. It was bad. I couldn't talk to nobody. Every time I didn't smoke, I had an attitude. I argued with somebody, and I didn't have, my emotions were so like this. And I'm like, yo, what in the world is wrong with me? For lunch, I smoked for breakfast, and I smoked for dinner. It was to the point where I didn't eat at all. I just smoked. I smoked for lunch. I smoked for breakfast. I smoked for dinner. I smoked for snacks. It got to the point where I didn't even want the snacks no more. I just wanted the weed instead of the snacks. I didn't even want food. I always wanted water. Always. Thing another job right before I decided that I was gonna quit. I was like, yo, I just need to quit this. Like, and be doing nothing. That's just bad. Like, I don't want to do this no more. It's getting to the point where I'm getting high, smoking in my mom's house, and she keep telling me to stop, but I keep on doing it. Then it got to the point where it was winter, and then I started going outside. I was like, okay, I need to listen to her. Like, it's not good that I'm just being disobedient towards my mom. So I started going outside and smoking, and it got to the point where I started to be selfish at that time. 2019 came. I stopped smoking. Then I ended up meeting a guy. I met him in 2018. He was smoking, and he wasn't even supposed to be smoking. And I was like, yo, I just stopped smoking. And he's like trying to hand me the blunt. He's like, here, you could smoke, just smoke. And then, me and him would be smoking almost every night. Every night we just smoke. Even the days where we both had to work, smoke, to the point where I was like, oh, I just don't want to do this. Like, I've been decided to quit. And he's like, you know, baby, you should quit, but I'm gonna just keep on smoking. And I'm like, I said, all right, let's make a bet. So we ended up making a bet that we both shouldn't smoke. And then I said, man, you're gonna smoke like for the rest of your life? He was like, yeah, we don't always have to smoke, but we could smoke here and there, like sometimes. And I'm like, I don't want to smoke at all. Like, he was like, yeah, but on special occasions. It's like he just kept on trying to tell me, like, still smoke. And I'm trying to tell him I don't want to smoke no more. Like, I kept on telling him I don't like how it feels when I smoke. I don't like the thoughts that I have when I smoke. It's not good for me. It's probably for you, but it's not for me. And he's like, yeah, I agree, but I'ma still smoke. I was like, but can you just not smoke? Please, can you do it for me? Can you just do it, please? And he said, all right. I could quit. So then we both shook hands on both of us quitting completely. Next thing you know, he comes in the house with his boys, and then he trying to pass me the blunt. And I'm like, you don't remember the bet that we just made? And I said, nah, I don't want that. I don't want it. I'm good. I am good. I don't want the weed. I don't want the smoke. I don't want the blunt. Then, this how you know it was temptation, right? So, I really did want it. I really did at that time. I wanted it really, really bad. Because remind you, I got to the point where it was really, really bad. And he said, okay, baby, just roll it for me. I said, okay, I'll roll it. I know what happened after I roll it. I was on the bed high. Next thing you know, we kept on smoking. He was like, baby, find someone where we could get weed. As time went on, he just kept on saying, find somewhere where we could get weed and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Every time I smoked it, I was like, just don't want to do this. Like, at this point, it's feeling pointless. Like, it was to the point where I wasn't high. It's like it was a mind thing. I didn't let the drug control me after I decided to control myself. So the story is, the Lord delivered me from being a weed addict. I'm gonna say a weed addict because, and I just stopped. One day I was sitting in bed, I was praying, and I was like, Lord, help me out in all ways that I need the help in. And the next day I woke up screaming. I was like, yo, I shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be encouraging me to do this. This is wrong. Why are you encouraging me to do this? And I'm supposed to be your girlfriend. Why are you doing this? We should not be doing this together. We supposed to be going to church, reading the Bible, studying the word. We don't even do it no more. What is going on? Is there something wrong with you? I already know that there's nothing wrong with me. But then he made me feel like it was something wrong. He was like, baby, it's just all in your mind. We don't have to do it no more. That's it. I'm not going to give it to you no more. That's it. Years go on, he still tried to give it to me. But I'll testify that story real soon. The Lord was the one that delivered me from smoking and doing other things that I should not be doing. And I just want to encourage somebody today and let you guys know that it's okay to stop smoking. It's actually the best thing for you to do is to stop smoking. And first of all, it takes out a lot of time. It takes out money. And who wants to waste their time messing up their brain? Who wants to mess up their brain like that? Because you have to function well. And I know a lot of people, they be like, oh, I still get money and I still smoke weed. But where's your relationship with God? Because you're not put on this earth. And then people who are ignorant say this: God put weed here. God put grass here. That's what he put. He put grass here, and man decided to put weed, THC, and all type of other chemicals on the grass so that it can become weed. Yeah. Let the Lord reside in you. Let him sink. And learn your lesson, guys. Please. Learn your lesson. I love you, my lovelies. Stay tuned. I got way more coming, guys. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Guys, I really need y'all to stay tuned. Be happy. Be healthy. God bless you. And God bless me.